I tried to make it a dope event, a dope show for you.
You did it.
You and KSI are boys. I mean, why not do 2-on-2? Me and Bryce versus you two. Let's run it up.
I need something J. What's up, baby?
The reality is, without the other one, this would have never happened.
Okay, so I guess the first thing that we can talk about are the projects that KSI not only dropped, but was also involved in. So right now let's reference this June 28th tweet where KSI says, 16th, 17th, 18th of July. These 3 days are going to blow up the internet. So the 16th of July, we already knew that that was going to be the release date of his All Over the Place album. And it was alright. A couple of catchy tunes in there. Gotta always love those. Good job on this one, JJ. Now we move on to the 17th, which was the KSI show. Now this one, let's just say that this one wasn't it, alright? So the KSI show was like a $20 pre-recorded event where it was streamed on a website and you were able to watch it if you purchased it. Now the contents of the event was comprised of mostly him performing some of his songs from the new album and some skits throughout the show. Now one of these skits involved Logan Paul, where he was playing like a future version of himself, telling KSI to not be a dick or else that would lead to his downfall. After that skit ended, we had a couple of more performances from KSI, and then the credits rolled. Yeah, that was basically the whole show. Now you're probably asking yourself, wait, where's the part where KSI and Logan were in the ring? Well, that happened in the after credits scene actually. That whole scene was a reference to the ending of the movie Rocky 3. They even did the part of where they go to punch each other in the freeze frames. But yeah, that was the entirety of the KSI show and it did not go well for a lot of the viewers. Remember, this show was being hyped up and had a £15 price, which in US dollars would be around 20 bucks. So yeah, KSI got some backlash for this, and on the following day, he uploaded this video titled, "The KSI show was bad," and in the video, he and the show just get roasted.
Gonna break the internet. JJ, after hearing the fans were disappointed with the KSI show. Oh god, man, people actually hate it. Shit. I'm really intrigued to why. Oh, here we go. Why the KSI show was disappointing.
Yeah, like I said, he just gets criticized throughout the whole video and even feels some remorse near the end.
I don't know, I tried to make it a dope event, a dope show for you, and fucking hell, maybe I failed. Oh shit.
Now he did bring up this one interesting point in the video, which I think we should all appreciate.
This is the good thing about me being able to directly speak to you guys, because imagine I was, another celebrity and I didn't have a Reddit. A lot of times these celebrities would just ignore it and move on and dive into their money, whereas I'm actively taking in the criticism and the L's and all the shit and I guess trying to make the best out of it.
Okay, so yeah, arguably this was somewhat of an L for KSI here. But hey, he tried something new and the reactions to it just didn't work out. It happens. I think that the problem was that it was obviously overhyped and that he was charging $20 for an hour and 10-minute show of him just mostly performing his music. If the event was free, honestly, I don't think anybody would have had a problem with it. Also, I saw that some people were mad saying that he like clickbaited with making it look like him and Logan were gonna fight. I don't understand this criticism because he never said that they were gonna fight or anything. He just said that he was going to be involved in the show. But moving on from the criticisms, I saw some people defend KSI here, saying that he did nothing wrong. Now, I don't want to say that KSI did anything wrong, but to those people, I just want to ask you this. Would you have that same defensive energy of a YouTuber that you hated? I mean, who do KSI fans hate right now? Jake Paul. Would you have that same defensive energy if Jake Paul did something like this? I don't think so, so let's keep that same energy all around, alright? Critiquing content is critiquing content, no matter who it is. Alright, so that was the event for July 17th, the KSI show. Now for July 18th, we got the Simon and Logan Paul collab video, and they based it around fishing. Yeah, this was arguably the most anticipated Sidemen video ever, and they chose one of the most mundane activities for it. What the fuck? Who the fuck threw that motherfucking busted ass goddamn Adidas? It was me, Kevin. You're just being so ungrateful right now. First you don't praise the almighty AOTP album, then you criticize this show that he worked so hard on, and now you're gonna tell me that you didn't like the new Sidemen and Logan Paul fishing video? You are just being a hater at this point. Yo, relax you fucking baboon. I'm critiquing the content here, alright? Look, the Sidemen video, great collab. I mean, Logan's there. But you have got to be lying to me if you say that you were excited when you saw that the collab ended up being based around fishing. Now, I obviously watched the whole thing, you know, this is like pretty iconic, right? But I was just not entertained. And it wasn't just me either. Look at this screenshot that the Sidemen Twitter account posted. They put up the stats of the video for the first 4.5 hours, and while the views were impressive, I want you to look at the next set of stats, which is the average view duration. It only had an average of about 20 minutes out of the hour-long video that it was. People on average are only watching about a third of the video. They're not watching the full thing, or even most of it. It's barely getting that green average checkmark right there that you see. I don't know, man, that watch time is just not good, especially especially with this video being highly anticipated. Listen, you can say that you enjoyed the video or even the idea, but I mean the numbers are right there. The hype around the video was real, but it just wasn't the good content that many were expecting. But hey, we did get this one good moment though.
Lob it back in, lob it back in.
No, I want to hold it.
No, lob it back in, we'll get another. Chop it in.
No, let me hold it.
You can hold it.
Bruh. Hashtag fish lives matter. Then after that video came out, a couple of days went by and out of nowhere, we got the podcast episode that I don't think many of us were expecting to see this soon. The KSI interview on Impaulsive. KSI, Logan, and George Janko talked about a lot of interesting things. Obviously, I'm not going to go over everything here, but I do want to show you this one moment from the podcast episode.
I wonder when you're gonna finally admit to yourself that like you did it. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like trying to prove everyone wrong, like, bro, you already did.
I think the moment I do that is the moment I settle down and have kids. Yeah, I think that at that point I'll go, yeah, like, I don't know when that will happen, but then I'll probably just maybe stop everything and just be like,
really?
I'll just tweet, I did it. I'll tweet that and that was it and I'll be gone. Just imagine that day, man. It's just a normal day on the internet and then that tweet comes out. It'll be a day of sadness, but at the same time a day of proudness because we know that the KSI story has concluded and we will all be happy for him. Hopefully that day doesn't come anytime soon, but the day that it does, it'll be an interesting time for the YouTube scene. Personally, I don't think he'll be fully done with content creation, but only time will tell. Alright, now let's go on to the next topic, which has to do with some more YouTube boxing. So on July 23rd, there was this fighting event called BKFC 19 with BKFC standing for Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. So the event is just like these people going at each other with their bare fists. But right now we're just going to quickly talk about the influencer part of the event, more so these two fights right here. Blueface versus Kane Trujillo, which was a rapper versus TikToker boxing match, and Nick Ireland versus DK Money, which was also a boxing match, but this time it was between a YouTuber and a TikToker. First we had Nick Ireland take a dub for the YouTubers as he defeated DK Money, and then we had Blueface get a dub for the rap side as he beat Kane. Now I wanted to talk about this because Nick Ireland got the YouTube side of dub, and then also just wanted to mention how that Blueface and Kane fight reminded me so much of the Austin McBroom versus Bryce Hall fight. And funny enough, Austin McBroom then got interviewed by a bunch of paparazzis that same night. He talked about a couple of things, including the lawsuit that he's in right now. So as many of you know, Austin is the owner of Social Gloves, which was the company that put together and promoted the fights for the YouTubers versus TikTokers events. And then there was this other company called LiveX Live, which their responsibility is to stream the pay-per-view events and collect the money. So basically Austin just tells us that LiveX Live hasn't given him the money or the numbers to the amount of pay-per-views that they sold, which is the reason why many of the fighters hadn't gotten paid yet and why Austin is now suing the company. Now in the same interaction with the paparazzis, Austin then talks about how him and KSI may be fighting each other and then tells us about another potential fight that he wants to see.
The Social Gloves 2 is coming very soon. As you all know, KSI is talking that shit.
When's the window of time?
He's talking that shit, right?
Right.
He's gonna catch that smoke. You know, Logan's been talking that shit, but he needs a win. Before stepping to me, he needs to beat somebody. I think a good fight would be him versus Bryce. I think if you beat Bryce, then me and you can talk. Cause I'm gonna beat KSI. And now the fact that you and KSI are boys, I mean, why not do 2-on-2? Me and Bryce versus you two. Let's run it up.
Then it came out that Austin was then supposedly getting sued for $100 million by LiveX Live. Bro, can Austin win these lawsuits already, man? I'm trying to see Battle of the Platforms too. Austin just knows how to put on an entertaining YouTuber boxing event. And speaking of YouTuber boxing events, we had another one go down actually just yesterday. This one was called Social Knockout, and these were the three big fights on the card. We had Money Kicks versus Anas El Shaib, Waleed Sharks versus Adam Sela, and then NA Productions versus Slim Al-Bahir. Quickly, for some context to who these people are, for those that don't know, Money Kicks is a YouTuber from Dubai that has over 3 million subscribers, and he comes from a very wealthy family worth billions. And the guy he went up against was another YouTuber that has over 2.7 million subscribers. Now for the next fight, it was Waleed Sharks versus Adam Sela. Now here, Waleed Sharks was known for being the brother of the very popular YouTuber Noor Stars. And Adam Sela, well, if you don't know who Adam Sela is, then I don't know how to describe him to you. He's another popular vlogger. And then for the other fight, it was NNA Productions versus Slim. And when I say NNA Productions, yes, I am talking about this NNA Productions.
So guys, on today's video, we are going to be calling Talking Angela and Talking Tom at the same time. Alright guys, I'm going to be calling the Boss Baby at 3 AM guys. I'm going to be drinking the Among Us potion guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy. He went up against Slim, and for some of you that might not recognize him, Slim is the one that defeated Fuzi in a boxing match a couple of years ago. So the first of these 3 fights that happened at the Social Knockout event was Slim versus NNA Productions, and Slim won the match by first round TKO. And after it ended, he called out Give and Deji.
I need something get. What's up, baby? I need something get. What's up? Come step in the ring with me, bro. I dare you. I dare you. It'll be 30 seconds. Instead of 40 seconds, it'll be 30 seconds. I dare you. Deji, you get it too. Yo, Deji, you can get it too, bro. You said I'm an easy fight, I'll make it look easier.
The next fight was Adam Salo versus Waleed Sharks, and in a very controversial decision, the result of the match ended up being a majority draw. Personally, like the vast majority of people out there that saw the match, I think that Waleed should have gotten the W here. I don't know, it just looked like he could have kept going and he looked better in the fight. Also, I think it's pretty funny to see that we got a majority draw here when Adam is 28 years old and Waleed is 17. But then we went on to the main event, Money Kicks versus Anas. Now, aside from this fight being a little bit weird at times,
what the hell is that kid doing? I think he doesn't know that eventually he's gonna...
We did end up seeing Money Kicks get the win here by unanimous decision, and then after that he decided to call out Face Jarvis.
Is there anyone you're calling out?
Face Jarvis, I want you next.
So yeah, this was actually a pretty interesting event. I'm looking forward to seeing where these take us into the future. Alright, now we can move on to the final topic. But before we could do that, let's just quickly go over some of the other things that happened. David Dobrik got confronted by one of his former fans for the Dom situation. H3H3 started streaming on Twitch again with H3 TV, where he has already had some very interesting conversations with some of the biggest streamers on the site. There were then rumors that Logan Paul could be going up against Anderson Silva in a boxing match. Booga got his own Fortnite skin, and KSI got the #1 album on the UK's official charts with All Over the Place. Alright, now we can go on to the final topic, which is about the finale for the Save the Kids token situation. Well, the finale for the time being. So CoffeeZilla uploaded this video titled Save the Kids, the final chapter. In the video, he has a list of names of the people that were involved with the Save the Kids crypto situation, and that could be the potential mastermind behind the whole thing. So as you can see here, we had Sam Pepper, FaZe Clan, Tico, Frazier K, Jarvis, Ricegum, Manny, Lucas the Dev, Nikon, and a former FaZe Clan talent manager named Jordan Galen. So one by one, CoffeeZilla was scratching out people that weren't suspects anymore, and while doing the investigation, he was told Ricegum's crypto wallet identification, so now he was able to see where Ricegum's been up to with crypto, and the way that CoffeeZilla talked about Ricegum here was just, I don't know, just look at this.
Among them, Ricegum. So this is it, the alleged wallet. It looks like on June 6th, he got some money from the pre-sale, and 30 minutes later, he starts selling it off. Then he waits a couple hours and sells off the rest. So after a few hours, Ricegum has 7 kids to his name, which, based on the fact this guy's an ambassador of the project, is a pretty scumbag thing to do. However, looking through his other token history, this guy isn't a crypto mastermind. If I can be honest, Ricegum is, from what I can see, not smart.
So yeah, after scratching off 7 of the names, we were left with 3 suspects: Sam Pepper, Frazier K, and Jordan Galen. CoffeeZilla managed to present the various pieces of evidence as to why he thought that these 3 were the biggest culprits in a very well put crime board, which if I were to explain the whole thing in detail, it would take a long ass time, so let's just get to the meat of it. Basically, CoffeeZilla had these 3 as the big suspects, and then he got a DM from Sam Pepper. They talked a bit, and Sam said that K was actually the one that came up with the Save the Kids idea, and then it was also apparently revealed that Sam Pepper was the one that had the whole well code changed at the end, which is being mentioned because that opened the doors for a pump and dump opportunity to occur. Meanwhile, that former FaZe manager was getting crypto deals for K while getting a cut, so that was like the gist of it for those 3. So CoffeeZilla knows all of this new info, and then he sees that Sam Pepper left the US and went to the UK, apparently fleeing the country. So that's where we're at now. Here were some of CoffeeZilla's concluding thoughts on this.
K, meanwhile, has dodged all responsibility and tried to pin it on Sam. Sam, in turn, has tried to pin it all on K, saying he's the mastermind. The reality is, without the other one, this would have never happened. Without K creating and hyping up this worthless coin, this could have never happened. And without Sam changing the whale code last minute, this also could have never happened.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Most, if not all of this, was alleged with evidence being shown, so it's not full evidence until the feds start doing the investigation. But all of this looks pretty damning for K and Sam Pepper. I don't think this is the true end of the Save the Kids story, but it is the end for CoffeeZilla's investigation. For now. We'll just have to wait and see what happens from here. And with that, I'm gonna end the video here. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.
I need to get in my grind, cause it's money time. Killer Keem drip so hard. That's right, it's Keemstar. Gone da 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 da. Okay, I lost it. I fucking lost it, man. It sounded good for a minute.